Greetings all, it's the Devious Monkey here, take 3. Okay, this time I got the microphone on instead of talking to nothing for almost 8 minutes. Second time, stupid rant that nobody needs to be bothered with. Third time, okay, I just got out of the post office. I had to ship Christmas packages and other shit. I'm not going to linger on the fact that my wife and I are having a pretty difficult time, with the passing of our cat. It's been brutal, absolutely brutal. That, for me, coupled with the loss of my father, it's just been tough. And the only reason I'm bringing it up again is because I wanted to talk about something important that has basically brewed over and exploded for me, and that is, looking out for your own mental health. This sadness is overwhelming and exhausting, okay? And it's taken all of our energy to just freaking get out of bed in the morning. I mean, it's just been awful. I have had a friend that has just been selfish, annoying, and just toxic for the past decade. And I finally had enough of it. And without getting into too much detail, basically it became painfully obvious that he was fucking me out of money and had no intentions of ever paying me for something that I sold him, while going out and spending all kinds of money while complaining about not having any money. And then this was the final straw, which should have been years ago, but here we are. He doesn't give a shit about anybody else other than himself. And the fact that I'm going through so much and he just doesn't fucking care, and he's just right back into pissing and moaning about his own dumb shit that he doesn't do anything to try to fix. I'd had enough. I have people in my life now. There's a girl at Three Ships that I've barely known a month or two, very meekly approached me this weekend because I haven't seen her in a while. And she very respectfully and gently came up to me and said, I just wanted to ask you how things went with your father. I've been thinking about you, and I just wanted to see if everything went okay and how you're doing. Okay? I haven't known her that long. Another guy at Three Ships. End of his shift. He walks around, comes up behind me, and puts his arm on me and says, dude, how are you holding up? Because he knows about my father and the cat. And I'm like, it's tough. We're getting through it. And he's like, all right, man, here if you need me. My internet friend reaches out to me, says, hey, dude, how are you holding up? Here if you need me. What does this jackass do? Not a fucking thing. Continues talking about himself. So our little money thing came to a head on Sunday when he was going out to the bars. And I'm like, that motherfucker. Like, he knows he's owed me that money for probably 2 or 3 years. He never had any intentions of paying me. And I'm stewing with that. On top of trying to come up with the energy to deal with my fucking, awfulness of losing my dad and my fucking cat. And so I'm getting pissed off. So this was Sunday. Yesterday, Monday, all day, nothing. He didn't text me. He didn't call me. Nothing. Not sorry about that. Not how are you doing. Nothing. And I've known this jackass for almost 20 years. So fuck that. He's gone. I blocked his number. I blocked his emails. I'm done with him. After I'm done ranting now, I'm done with him. I don't give a shit about him at all. And I should have done this years ago. As my wife always tells me, I'm loyal to a fault, and I stay in those situations longer than I should out of this crazy sense of obligation. It's not my problem. Not my problem. So I'm done with it. I made that decision, and I did that last night. Blocked, gone, done. And I'm never going to talk about him again. Good riddance. I did that for me, for my own mental health, because right now I'm not doing well, all right? I don't need the extra burden of some selfish piece of shit that clearly has shown that he does not give a rat's ass about me. Couldn't care less. It's just always about him. And that's what I wanted to reach out and tell you people this week, or in this video. I don't know how many I'm going to post this week. Other people's shit is not your problem or your burden to deal with. And if that's all you're getting from them, cut them loose, man. Cut that fat, cut that toxicity out of your life. You don't need that shit. Do not need it. Take care of yourself and the people that actually care about you and live your life. It's just like when you're flying in a plane and boom, you lose cabin pressure and the little air things come down, and they always tell you, put your mask on first before you try to help anybody else. And if they aren't giving you anything but toxicity, cut them fucking loose, never look back, don't feel any guilt about it, go on with your life and surround yourself with good people that actually care about you. What's the, you know, like a paraphrase of the old adage, you know, yeah, everybody's there for you when you're up. Who's around for you when you're down? Now, the past few videos I've posted have all just been like double downer, you know, whiny shit, you know, because my father died and my cat died. And, you know, I just don't want to post about that all the time. But now that I have buried my father and my cat has passed, and it's going to be a long time that I'm going to have to deal with the sadness of that. But cutting off that toxic friend and all that stuff is like shedding a lot of fucking horrible weight off of my burdened back. So I'm looking now to go out into the world and experience the world as it is now, without my father, without my freaking cat that was part of my life every damn day, my little buddy, and without a shitty friend that has just sucked the fucking life out of me for the past decade. You know, I've got my eye on the prize of hope and life going on, because it has to. It has to go on. And I don't want it to go on as a whiny bitch, a toxic whiny bitch, and a burden on people. So I'm not going to talk about any of this anymore. My father passed away. I buried him. He had a wonderful life. He gave me a wonderful life. My cat passed away. He gave us 17 plus wonderful years. He was not awful like other cats can be. He was an absolute joy and my good buddy. You know, other than my wife, the constant good in my life. And I am crushed and I miss him every moment of every day, but I'm gonna stop whining and pissing about it. It's just gonna be my internal struggle. Fuck that toxic dude, done with him. Now it's just all forward and up, serious forward and up. So that being said, I'm not gonna rant and I'm not gonna piss and moan. I'm not gonna, you know, talk about dumb shit anymore today. That's all you get. But I just wanted to get this out there and get it off my chest, and to caution the rest of you, surround yourself with good people. Cut toxic people out of your life. You don't owe them anything. You don't have to waste your energy on them. Don't waste your energy on them. Use that energy for the people that are actually good and provide you with good in your lives. Okay? That's the message of the day. So, that being said, that's all you get for today. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. As always, thank you for joining me. Be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, kids, forward and up.